Hello everyone, so today I am going to be playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1, the very first game in the Five Nights at Freddy's series obviously, and I am going to ask and hopefully answer a question of, has this game aged well? Now this game is almost 10 years old. It's turning 9 this year, which is just crazy to think about as someone who's been a fan since this game came out. It blows my mind, honestly, how far we've come in the Five Nights at Freddy's lore, the games, you know, the fan base. It's crazy. So I'm going back to the original first game and seeing, has it aged well, right? Like, how does it compare to the newest games? Obviously, and there's also a movie coming out soon, so it's a great time to be a Fnaf fan. Anyway, so yeah, what we're gonna do is, I am going to start a new game and just play the game, talk about it, and see how well it's aged. So yeah, very excited to do this. This game came out and it changed horror forever, and that's the biggest thing. Also, this isn't going to be like a let's play of the game, this is just gonna be like a one video kind of thing. I might do like the first like 3-4 FNAF games. So yeah, what I'm going to do is essentially not skip the first phone call because I think it's important. But if I survive like longer, or like if you know, I want to go as far as like night 4, night 5 or whatever, I will skip them because this isn't a tutorial, like this isn't like a first time experience. This is like me just replaying the game. So yeah, we're not going to skip this one. Also, staple of the FNAF series, by the way. So, okay, this isn't important right now, but basically what he's saying is, this is Phone Guy, and he's going to be talking about basically what he was doing, what you are doing, and about the place a little bit and how to play the game. So he's your tutorial.
It might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night.
Yeah, they do get a bit quirky at night. That's the meme. The meme has been said.
20 years, and I never got a bath. I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children, and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit.
Oh no! Not wandering.
Mode at night. Something about their servos locking up, they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah.
Was it now? Was it indeed the bite of 87?
You know? Now concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a middle. Okay,
so yeah, basically what we're doing right now is getting a feel for the game, learning about like what to do, learning about like the characters, and eventually they'll start moving. So it's kind of chill for now. The first like 3-4 hours of the night is just going to be me just like looking around. No point in really doing anything. I can literally just sit back and do nothing, literally. It's pretty boring, honestly, but it does ramp up quite a bit soon. Okay, so now I can actually talk. Okay, so yeah, basically what you're doing in this game is monitoring these animatronics. So right there we got Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. Right here we have Foxy, if he decides to show up on night 1. He can show up on night 1, but generally like rare, kind of. It's more so rare. And there's also Golden Freddy, who appears in this little post right here under very specific circumstances. I think you can trigger him, but I think it's just up to chance, honestly. But yeah, also you can't move. I'm hitting WASD, the arrow keys, you can't move. It is literally just, you're standing here, and Bonnie's moved. Okay, so there's Bonnie right there. Now, why am I telling you this? Why does this matter? It matters because this was so different at the time of release. So, if you didn't know, most horror games, like if you don't know like much about horror games, basically you usually play as a character that essentially is running away from something. You are a victim, and you are getting chased by a predator versus prey kind of thing. Oh, there's Foxy. So yeah, it's kind of like this game, since you can't move, people weren't used to that, so they weren't used to, not being able to really do anything when these, monsters, come and get you. And it really changed a lot. Not being able to move really changed the game. Because in all, previous horror games, it was always you running away from something. But now, it's the reverse of things coming to you. It breaks the formula of you getting chased by something, running away from something. Instead, you are sitting here, and the things are coming to you. Instead of you going away from them, the things that you should be running away from are simply just coming to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Except, okay, where did Bonnie go? I'm not sure where Bonnie went. Oh, there he is. Okay. So yeah, like, this is Bonnie, obviously. And now, obviously, nowadays, these things, this game, like, none of the franchise scares me. Like, it just doesn't. I grew accustomed to it. And obviously playing these games for so long, it's just not scary to me. However, when this game came out, I can tell you as an 8-year-old, it fucking terrified me. So yeah, and here's Bonnie. You can tell that he's still here because of the little shadow. And yeah, basically what the whole name of the game is, animatronic comes to your door, like Bonnie here, and you just close the door, and then you wait for them to get out of there. Oh, there's Chica. This is the most terrifying image in any FNAF game ever, in my opinion, besides Nightmare's jump scare in FNAF 4. And there wasn't many games using animatronics, kind of mannequin, style, where it's like, what's the term? It's like a clown, where they're not supposed to be scary, but they are. And that's the thing with this game, is that these things, that aren't supposed to be scary, were not designed to scare people, are really scary. One thing about the game, though, is that for some reason, Scott Cawthon never updated it. Maybe he physically can't, but this game is only 720p. Like, you cannot, stream this game, record it in 1080p. So I had to fuck around with OBS just to simply record the game, and changing my settings to 1280 by 720. However, for a first-time playthrough, this game is always great and will usually terrify you. And it's not boring because you're usually, you usually are amped up by, adrenaline because, these things are scary, you don't know what you're doing. But as someone who knows what they're doing, this game, honestly, besides Night 5, 6, and 7, it's kind of okay. But it's more so the atmosphere and the setting of the game, and what's, all the noises and the mysteries and the lore, the lore of the game that's so interesting and captures people and captivates. What's so great about horror is the fact that it's all basically, it's all basically unknown. And so, yeah, okay, I'm gonna mute this call because it's not necessary. And I'm probably going to cut a bit, because like I said, this isn't a full-on Let's Play. It's just a general, I guess, talking about the game and just how well it's aged. It's not, this video isn't going to be, crazy, in-depth with, what I'm doing here. I'm just literally playing the game and talking about it. That's it. So it is currently only 1 a.m. of night 2, and basically all that I'm doing is just looking at the hallway, looking at Foxy, because Foxy has this mechanic where the less you look at the cameras, the more likelihood of him, coming out of Pirate Cove, which is where he stays. So yeah, I'm just kind of doing that right now. And yeah, it's just, honestly, for someone who has been playing this game since 2014, it's just kind of a vibe. Well, I think the first time I actually played the game was 2015, but, I was obviously watching videos about it and everything. And the crazy thing is that everyone, back in the day that was playing this game when and it was new are all finishing high school, are all in college, and it's crazy to be a part of, the majority of the FNAF fan base, where it's like, people from the ages of 17 to like, maybe 20, 22, and as Security Breach came out, it's less so focused on being scary and more about, oh my god, it's colorful, fun, Freddy Fazbear talks to you and everything, and it's so light. Like, the game is like so full of light and colors, and then you look at this game and it's dark, gloomy, and mysterious, and everything just like doesn't make sense, and you're confused, and it's an actual feeling of horror. But in Security Breach, it's just not. Like, there's scary aspects of the game, but the overall game is not scary. I'd say, like, the scariest thing is probably those goddamn mop bots. So, yeah. Right now, it's just, yeah, kind of doing its thing. And, yeah. One of the other things about this game is that you'll notice that Freddy has not been active whatsoever. That is because Freddy doesn't actually become active until night 3, and the reason why that's important is because it gives you time to learn about the main 2 animatronics, and possibly Foxy if he decides to come out, before you're faced with the main threat, which is Freddy. So sorry if this is happening right here. It's like my second monitor OBS. Like, it stops the game. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know. OBS is weird. Anyways, so yeah. So it's just kind of a chill experience right now. And also the RNG is kind of like in my favor right now because they are just not really doing anything. Okay, it is 5 a.m. so we only got an hour left. And yeah, so far it's just like, I think the biggest problem with me making this video is that I'm already good at this game. I already know what to expect. So I honestly recommend like just playing the game yourself and just kind of, doing your own thing. But overall, I think that this game, has aged well. Obviously, there is huge fundamental problems with it, but overall, I think that, for a first-timer, this game is just great to play, and it's only like $3, $4, $5 or something like that on Steam, and there's also mobile versions and console versions, so honestly, you have a lot of options to choose, and if you want to, play FNAF. And the game isn't very long either. Depending on how good you are, this game will only take you like half an hour to beat, so you're not really wasting much time either. And there we go. Well, I think I'm gonna end things here. I know I only played the first 2 nights, but honestly, the game is still kind of slow at this point, so yeah, we're just gonna exit out of here. So with all that said, if you guys did enjoy the video, then, well, thank you for enjoying it. But yeah, with all that said, I think that overall this game has aged well, and I think you should totally play it. Especially if you are new to the FNAF series, and obviously this game series is getting a movie soon, so I would definitely recommend you go try this. And next time on the FNAF journey, we will be playing the second game, which I think is way better than the first game in terms of the gameplay. Not in terms of the scariness, though. I still think that this game is pretty scary, but I just didn't want to go through like an hour of recording just so that by night 4, night 5, it gets scary. So yeah, with all that said, thank you for watching.